This is the 2024 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Beer Experiment, Fruited American Wheat. Thanks to our sponsors. 5 Star Chemicals. Check out the interactive cleaning guides and learn more about their newest product, Liquid PBW, on their official website, www.5starchemicals.com. Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store. Beer and Wine has one of the biggest yeast selections around and boasts an extensive list of homebrew beer kits to make clones of some of your favorite beers. Check them out at www.beer-wine.com and tell them Brewtubers sent you in the order comment box. Let's get sipping.
Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Kurt from Fermentation Adventures, coming back with another fruit experiment video in the YouTubers Strawberry Fruit Experiment American Wheat Ale. So hello folks, tonight I'm drinking Drew's beer from the Underground Brewery. His variable was 2 pounds of whole strawberries cut into quarters, added with 15 minutes left in the boil. He brewed it on May 25th, he kegged it June 16th, and was bottled shortly thereafter on June 26th. His OG was 1063 with an FG final gravity of 007 for an ABV of 7.4%. Wow, another imperial wheat. IBUs were 21%. Use the same yeast as the rest of us and the same recipe, which will be, where am I putting it? I'll probably put it up here this time. It looks like I'm certainly off center, so there's probably more room over here. But the recipe card up there, it's also linked in the description. Yeah, Drew's beer is called Cautionary Tale Strawberry Wheat. I want to watch your throat burn. Interesting. Great label from Drew. That is Club Vice President Nick Lesegor on the label, because I guess Drew is taking out his frustrations on Nick for some reason. And anything else on here? Yeah, he does have a message in here. Beer's cautionary tale about a homebrewer in Milwaukee area who specialized in traditional beers, but gave in to peer pressure from a group of NEPA Yankees from the Northeast, and against better judgment agreed to put fruit in his beer. 2 pounds of fresh hydroponic strawberries were sacrificed in the last 15 minutes of the boil, and all sugar from those strawberries were consumed by the yeast, resulting in an alcoholic beer bomb that is guaranteed to make your throat burn. Nice, Drew. Great description. It is a little cold, so hopefully my throat won't burn too much, but let's give it a try. I did take it out shortly right before I started recording here because took it out of the fridge. Trying to get it to warm up some, because I only have a few minutes to get this video in because I need to go get some bread in the oven. So nice little hiss there from the beer, from the bottle. If I hold it up to the light, which is kind of out here, probably that's a better light over here, my light over here. It looks pretty clear. I will add the disclaimer, as I'm doing with all these beers, they've been bottled quite a while ago. They tend to clear out. So there's probably some settling. I'll pour the beer in, not completely, a good 90% or so, leave a little bit in the bottle, and if there's any dregs or yeasties in the bottle, we'll swirl that up and we'll give it another go to taste this out. So yeah, so there is a slight haze to Drew's beer here. It is, like a gold color, dark straw, light gold color, no hint of strawberry in there, good carbonation, nice rocky foam head. Again, it wasn't overly carbonated with the slight hiss. It was, the bottle was pretty well filled. But yeah, we got a nice rocky cap of foam in here. We can see how I clean my glasses to see whether the lacing and the foam is sticking around. But we have some continued carbonation in the glass here. So let's go for a sniff. Yeah, I get a little bit of subtle strawberry in there. Yeah, strawberry. Getting some fresh wheat dough from here. I'm not getting really any yeast character. But yeah, I'm getting a nice little strawberry note from it, to be honest with you. And yeah, strawberry. Maybe a little strawberry. It's not really banana, maybe. Tiptoeing a little over in the bubblegum. I don't know if we're getting some of the bubblegum flavor from the yeast. But no, the nose is actually pretty nice. Really like it. Again, if I wasn't told the strawberry was added in here, and I wasn't kind of searching for it, I might not find it. But it's, there is some in there. Again, somewhat in line of some of the other fresh strawberry beers, at least the ones I've tried. I think it really strays away from some of the what I consider kind of the artificial strawberry flavors, whether they were, if you go back, and I went back and looked at some of the ingredients, and so supposedly they were, for the most part, being made from strawberries. This one has more of a kind of a more rounder, fuller fruit flavor. It's just not that full, bright strawberry sweetness almost. Again, sweetness is not an aroma, but kind of that really sweet overripe strawberry flavor you might get, from some of these more artificial beers, with the other additives. That's not the actual fruit or puree or so, but yeah. Nice. All right, so let's go for a sip. Interesting. Okay. So maybe I looked at in this, or having a high alcohol tolerance. 7.4% ABV in this. It's not making my throat burn by any means. Again, strawberry is in here. It is kind of almost like a perfumey strawberry flavor. Again, it's not really like eating a real strawberry. Strawberries are pretty difficult in beer, so we all took this challenge for this, going down this road with strawberries. But yeah, it's in here, and it's it's not offensive, but it's could be a little bit more pronounced. Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, nothing's really making my throat burn. Again, the carbonation is coming off a little prickly, even though it doesn't seem like it's terribly carbonated with this. This is probably more of a body thing, where the body is really light with this, with the low finish and gravity. Just a little bit of, a very drying effect. Does make you want to go in for another sip. But again, there is kind of a little bit of that carbonation, prickliness on the tip of my tongue that's really sticking around. Not getting much in the way of hops on the nose. Flavor of hops. Let me see. Yeah, weird. I really don't get any of the hops. I don't know where they all went. You had the same hops that everyone else added, but no hops really apparent. The overall, there's a little bit of a doughiness in here that I'm getting from, like a kind of a fresh bread flavor. Fresh white bread, probably from the wheat, from the light Pilsner malt. No real like a grassiness from the malt or anything. So the malt is really kind of, even though the strawberry is not too overbearing in the overall package, it really seemed to be muting everything else out. Again, the overall, being that the body's quite light, it's really interesting. I'm probably not getting any more malt in here. Yeah, again, it's really kind of coming off kind of spritzy. Probably more edging over into probably what you'd almost expect from honestly, kind of like a seltzer type beer. Because again, I'm not really getting much malt from it. It's in there, obviously. And now a little bit in the aftertaste, I could definitely get a little bit of the herbally hop finish, probably from the cashmere, the herbal floralness of it. And again, maybe I'm just mistaking some of because again, I'm not sure what flavor I should be getting from the cashmere hops, unfortunately. But it seems to be, maybe that's part of the overall strawberry package that we're getting here. Yeah, and again, that sip, the finish was really, really kind of watery, and I don't know about watery, but it was really coming off like a real seltzer type character. Interestingly enough. All right, let me try to shake up some of the dregs, and I think I almost poured out too much. So there you go. Let's get more of what's in the bottom here and pour it in. So again, I can tell by looking in the bottom here, swirling this up. In comes the haze. Drew. I know Drew likes his clear beer, and this one, kind of was a little turbid. And now it's even more turbid. So if he's watching this now and he's doing the Home Alone, I'm sorry. It's part of the package. It's what I do. Because again, I've been finding it usually, this is the type of stuff that's probably in the beer when the beer is younger, and a wheat beer. So this is the way you probably should be tasting it. Mouthfeel improvement, yes. Maybe pouring it in, open up the carbonation a little bit more. It's definitely a little bit down on the carbonation prickliness. Mouthfeel feels a little bit softer, a little bit more creamy overall. Strawberry is roughly about the same. Maybe kicked it up a little bit, maybe a tad, but again, overall, honestly, tasting out, let's say, it's a well-made beer. I can tell it's a well-made beer. I know, Drew put a bunch of the strawberry in the boil. 15 minutes left in the boil. It definitely pulled out the strawberry character. I'm assuming it pulled out a bunch of the sugars, obviously, for the ABV to be up in the range it was in. But I think the problem, at least I think with the strawberry itself, it's probably not a throat burn thing, but the strawberry almost feels like it was, I guess, maybe going through the boil, a little, wrung out. The overall package is a little, I don't know if lifeless is the right word, a little bit flabby, maybe. But yeah, it's tough. I can tell there was a good beer in there. It was really well done. Again, and not really getting a lot of the yeast phenolics. I think if I remember watching Drew's video ages ago, he was pulling some clove off this, so maybe he just has a better nose than me. I'm not really getting any cloviness from it. Usually I pick up at least the peppery cloveness. And again, maybe I do think I get a little bit of the bubble gum in there, kind of distinct a little bit from the strawberry. Maybe that's coming from the yeast, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really not getting any crazy phenolics from it either. Because again, this yeast, even though it's a wheat yeast, it's American wheat, which is supposedly, for the most part, fairly clean. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's like, the strawberry's in there. You kind of want a bit more strawberry. The overall comes off kind of like I've never had a White Claw before, but I'd almost expect that a White Claw would be something like this, where there's strawberry in there. It's not over the top. There's enough in there to kind of drown out everything else. And you're left with something that is, with adding more ingredients, is probably a little less than what it could be without the strawberry in there. So, but overall, it's crazy. It's a good beer. I'm sure I'm going to finish this thing, and we'll go from there. I know I'm rounding up to the end. I've been thinking about how I'm going to rank these. Really, I don't think it comes down to ranking these individually about which one I really liked better. It's like after trying all of the approaches with people did with the various strawberry products, it'll probably boil down to what I would actually do if I'm trying to use strawberry again in a beer. So I think that's really, informing the approach. So I think that's in the back of my mind, and that's probably why I'm probably sounding a little bit down on Drew's beer, is because, again, I don't think I would add strawberry into the boil. Again, I don't think, definitely strawberry in here. I don't think this is the best representation of a bunch of fresh strawberries would really bring to the beer, unfortunately. You're probably better off adding it at a different time and getting a better presentation of that fruit, of that berry. I mean, strawberries have seeds on the outside. Are they technically berries, or are they technically fruit? I don't know. Not that far up on it, but I'll leave it there. But anyway, this was a Brewtubers experiment. We're all members of the Brewtubers Club. Really love the club. The fact that you're watching this video, if you're one of the few, one of the mighty, you can certainly join the Brewtubers. You don't have to make YouTube content or any other social media content to join. Just the fact that you're watching these videos, or any videos, means you can join the club and get in on the fun and enjoy the experiments, enjoy the Discord, enjoy the live Zooms where you can come to the club meetings and the happy hour after, and then again the other monthly happy hour, and just enjoy a few beverages and some good company. So check out Brewtubers. There's links, I'm sure, in the description of this video. And again, a final shout out to our sponsors, Beer and Wine Hobby, which we'll probably put up right here, and then probably we'll put up our other sponsor, 5 Star Chemical, right here with the cool, super exciting sound effects. But okay, I rambled long enough. I need to put some bread in the oven, so let's cut it there. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, cheers.